So we're going to solve the following question. Actually, we're going to figure out how many solutions this has. So I've got 4/5 times the quantity 20x plus 5 is equal to 16x minus 2. So when we solve a linear equation, we can have one solution. We can have infinitely many solutions. That's an infinity symbol, right? The sideways 8 is infinity. And we could possibly have no solution. And when we start graphing linear equations, I'll explain what that means. Anyways, we're going to try to solve for x. Now, most of the time, the one solution thing will look like this. It'll be like x equals a number, right? X equals 2, x equals 3. If you don't get that, then it's one of these other ones, and we've done a few of these already. So let's go through here. What is it that we don't like about this problem right off the bat? Fractions. How do I get rid of that 4/5? Yeah, so if I take this whole thing and I multiply it by 5. Now remember, whatever I do on one side of the equation, I got to do what? I got to do on the other. So I got to multiply this whole thing by 5. Now on the left-hand side, this 5 divides this 5 away, and I'm just left with 4 times the quantity, 20x plus 5. Boom, just got rid of that. But I really kind of transferred it over to the other side of the equal sign. So 5 times 16 is 80x. Well, it's 5 times 16x, but 5 times 16 is 80, and then you tack on the x. And then 5 times negative 2, negative 10. Now we got rid of the fraction. I'm going to distribute the 4 through. So 4 times 20x is 80x. 4 times positive 5 is a positive 20. And then I've got an 80x here. Minus 10. So now I need all the x's on one side and all the other stuff on the other. So I'm going to have to move one of my x's. I'm going to move this x, this 80x, over to the other side by subtracting 80x. Whatever I do on one side, I got to do on the other side. But what happens? Yeah, this is 0 and this is 0. So I'm left with 20 equals negative 10. Now, is that a true statement? No, this is false. Whenever you get a false statement, 20 can never equal negative 10. Therefore, there are no solutions. Okay? So whenever you get a false statement, and if you're solving an equation, a linear equation, and you get a false statement, that means there is no solution for it. Okay? Now, really what we're doing is, if I were to graph this first expression, in other words, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but if I were to graph this first selection here, and I were to graph this expression here, they don't intersect, they don't cross, and so because they don't cross, that means there's no solution. There's no point in time where they share the same x value. Okay? And that's where you get this goofiness from.